cost of sales. Cost of sales. Now cost of sales, you remember how we got the cost of sales is 817. We have 817. We got the 817. Then we have the gross profit. The gross profit. So I must get the gross profit. Gross profit is 1804 minus the 817. We are getting 987. Then we didn't have other incomes, so we less expenses. One of the expense is the distribution costs. Remember, friends, we are done our working for that distribution costs, and our distribution costs, as we had calculated, is coming to 120. So we have it as 120. Then we also have admin expenses. Admin expense, we had computed it as well, and it was giving us 135. We didn't have other expenses, so we get the profit from operations. So if I take 987, I subtract 120, I subtract 135, I'm getting 732. Then I less finance costs. Finance costs, we had calculated the finance costs. So if you refer to our working, finance cost is 24. So we come and now recognize 24. Then we had investment income. There is investment income. Investment income here, friends, we had also done an adjustment for investment income, so we have 28. We have 28. Then we have our profit. We have our profit before tax. So I'll take my calculator and say this. We have 736. Then we less the tax expenses. The tax expenses. We had the corporation tax. The corporation tax expense, which we had, we didn't summarize it there, but we know we have it in additional information, which was in note number 4, the corporation tax of 187. There was an over provision of tax in previous year, which was 4. There is a deferred tax expense. The deferred tax expense, which we must have calculated, that one we have it here as 8. We have 8 deferred tax expense. So what is the total? 187 minus 4 plus 8, that is 191. Minus 4 plus 8 is 191. So if I take 736 and subtract that, I'm getting 545. That is the profit for the year. Then I'll add other comprehensive income. Other comprehensive income, we didn't have so much. Other comprehensive income, we only had a loss. There was a revaluation loss. A revaluation loss, we had also worked it on buildings. On buildings, how much was it? Revaluation loss was the first item we identified, and that you can see it was 30. So we can now get the total. We get the total comprehensive income, and that would be, this was a loss, don't forget, and that would be 515. So that is the end of the statement of profit or loss, friends. Now we'll want to do the statement of changes in equity. Statement of changes in equity, we come and say ndovu. Statement of changes in equity for the year ended 31st March 2013. We have the details here. We also add some items. If I'm not wrong, we had ordinary share capital. Let me use OSC. Then we had the share premium. Then we have the retained earnings. Then we have other items like we have revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve. This was for only the PPE. We don't have the revaluation for available for sale, and we don't have it in the first place. Then we didn't have so much, so the total here. Now, as usual, I'll get these lines. So I can draw straight line with my free hand, as I can see that. I'm not badly off. So that we can have the figures are in millions, figures are in millions, figures are in millions, figures are in millions. Yeah, it's important. I always like mentioning millions, or in fact even billions. I don't like mentioning at thousands. Fine, let's move on and we start with the balances. The balances brought down. The balances brought down of this ordinary share capital is 600. Share premium, we didn't have it. Retained earnings we have been given there is 255. Revaluation reserve for land and buildings is 140. So we'll get the total later. Then there is issue of rights. Issue of rights. The rights issue, we must have done that. I didn't recognize it, but I remember it was, we issued, it was 150. We have it there, 150. 150, we must have explained that, 150. Then the share premium is 90. Then the total came to 240. We have the profit for the year. We didn't have a bonus. Profit for the year. Profit for the year, friends, is this figure that we have just got here, 545. So I'll come and say 545. We less dividends. Do we have dividend paid? Have we paid dividend? Let me confirm from the trial balance. Did we have the dividend paid really? No, I can't see dividend paid, friends. There's no dividend paid. We don't have dividend paid. We could have subtracted it here, but we don't have it. Then we move on to revaluation loss. There was a revaluation loss of how much? Of 30. So we recognize that 30 is a loss. It was a loss. Nothing else. We get the total. We have this total like this. I can see my free hands can still give somehow straight lines. No, they're good. I'm happy that I'm able to give straight lines without a calculator. I mean without a ruler. We have 750. We have the 90. This one we'll have to calculate it together. Then this is definitely 110. So we'll have to use a calculator there. So we have the 600 plus the 255 plus the 140. If I'm not wrong, 255, 140 is giving me to 995. Then I have 255 plus 545. So I'm getting 800. The total is not necessary, but let me have it there. 995 plus the 240 plus the 545 minus the 30. This is 1750. And this total across, vertically and horizontally should be the same. Let me confirm. 750, the plus 90, plus the 800, plus the 110. Yeah, true. It's correct. Now we move on to the statement of financial position.